evening, everyone, and welcome to this edition of Friday Night Frenzy, presented by the Venice Pub and Pizzeria of Ishpeming. He's Jerry Taylor, I'm Sam Ali, and it's so hard to say goodbye as we say goodbye to the regular season of high school football.
Where'd it go?
I don't know,
Me
man.
neither. That's right, Sam. The stakes were high and the teams were well aware of what was on the line. We begin the action with our Martin Sports Apparel Game of the Week, and Stang Nation Munising continued their playoff push at home tonight as they hosted the Lance Purple Hornets. First quarter action, Alec Blank takes a snap, avoids the defender and finds Brent Brock, and he makes a man miss. He's going to get tackled, but not after he does some damage. And more importantly, Munising first down. Later, it's Blank again with the rock. He's going to juke it and jive it to Mike Graves, and he's going to unfortunately be stripped of the football by Brett Madsen. The Purple Hornets get on top of it thanks to a heads-up play by the D. Later, Brandon Koski, looking to move the Lance offense, drops back, and he'd be taken down by none other than the big guy, Ian McInnes. The drive stalls for the Purple Hornets there. Still first quarter, and it's Munising with the rock once again. Quentin Terracin and QT, he could go all the way. Guess what? He would. 76 yards to the house. The Stangs offense would come alive in the second half. Of course, after we leave, they win this one big, 41-8, the final.
Let's check out the scoreboards now. Calumet finishes a great season on a high note. They take down Gladstone 27-7 at home. Also, down in Kingsford, a huge upset as the Eskimos stun the Flivers 18-14. The repercussions of this loss for Kingsford will definitely show in the final UPSSA polls. Let's go to Ishpeming for homecoming night. The Hematites hosting Wynn, pretty in pink right there. The Model Towners were determined to get to Ozzie Corp, and they did it to the best of their ability. Modest gain there, but eventually the big gains would come in the second quarter. Corp bowling over defenders, Truck sticking his way for a first down there. And the Gwynn offense would have issues all night. Devin Docks gets the carry, takes it to the outside, and he is met by Luke Cooliu for a minimal gain. And sooner or later, the Hematites would dent the scoreboard. Corp takes it in for 6 right here. The Hematites shut out the Model Towners 24-0 and complete another perfect regular season. More scores to get to. St. Ignace gets a goal line stand on 4th and 1 with less than 20 seconds left to top Downstate Fowler 14-7. And Bark River Harris blasts West Iron County at home 44-9, the final in that one. To Westwood, as the Patriots are fighting for a playoff spot, taking on Negaunee tonight. Third quarter, 14-0 Miners, and they want to add to that. Brock Aho takes the snap, goes to his right, and he gets in the end zone. His third rushing touchdown of the night, and Negaunee, they decide to go for 2. So it's Aho, play action, rolls his right, and finds Shane Ring, and it's 22-0 Negaunee at that point. Westwood tried to respond. Luke Gray is going to take this one to the outside, but he is met by a host of Miners with Chandler Brown leading the charge. Patriots decide to go for it on 4th down. Darren Wing, low snap, airs it out. Brandon Benda, and he gets licked but holds on. Westwood keeps swinging in this one. Later in the drive, Gray, he's going to look for something deep, but he will be picked off by Jeffrey Matthews. Negaunee pitches a shutout at Westwood, 35-0, the final score there.
Tough loss for the Patriots, Sam. They needed a win to secure a playoff berth, so now their fate is in the hands of the playoff committee. All right, more scores as Iron Mountain. Well, the Mountaineers are going to the playoffs as they joined the shutout club tonight. They rocked Norway 44-0 to the joy of the home crowd. And the Emeralds saved their best for last, Sam, as they get their first win of the season. All right, Manistique in their final game, they top Rudyard on the road 22-18, the final in that one. Over to Marquette we go, where the Redmen hosted the Menominee Maroons. First possession of the game, Scott Tripp places it perfectly for Patrick Burmeister, who makes the catch but slips in the wet grass, halting him at the 40-yard line. Still scoreless in the second when Nathan Nowak would, take over the game. A 30-yard shake and bake. No mistake, Scamper got the ball moving for the Maroons. And then later on this drive, a 35-yard flip from Nowak to Hunter Hess, and that gets the Maroons on the scoreboard. Nowak would continue to take over with another 30-yard run down the sidelines. I think he averages 25 yards a run, something like that. Later in the drive, with no timeouts and 9 seconds left in the first half, as Nowak smartly gets out of bounds, It's another touchdown for Menominee, of course. The Redmen, they played great tonight, played tough, but in the end, Menominee, winner, chicken dinner, 34-13 the final. Let's head to the Copper Country for the Copper Bowl as Houghton takes down Hancock in the annual Wing-Ding game. Wing-Ding. 36-14 the final there. Gogebic traveled to Ironwood for their final game of the season, and they finished here in a positive note, shutting out Ironwood 28-0. The Red Devils, unfortunately, did not win a game this year. In 8-man football, North Central completes the perfect season in convincing fashion as they only put up 64 tonight in a win against Stevenson, just 64, slacking offensively. And Rapid River gets a much-needed win over Ewan Trout Creek, 58-26 the final in that one. But again, Sam, impressive Menominee, but what's new there?
We have reached halftime on this edition of Friday Night Frenzy. Still to come, highlights and post-game from tonight's college hockey action between Northern Michigan and Michigan Tech. That's straight ahead on the Frenzy right here on the UP Sports Authority.
You know.
ABC 10. Welcome back to Friday Night Frenzy, presented by the Venice Pub and Pizzeria of Ishpeming. Let's just come out and say it. Northern Michigan and Michigan Tech just don't like each other, period. Tonight, the Huskies and Wildcats met on the ice in Marquette. You know it's a big game when former Red Wing star Mickey Redmond shows up to town to take in the rivalry contest.
I got a selfie.
First period, off the face-off, the Huskies control the puck. Michael Neville puts a backhand shot on net, and he scores. Just over 2 minutes in, it's 1-0 Tech. Later in the period, NMU, they'll get on the attack in this one. Troy Loggins puts the puck off the glass, takes a funny hop, and comes right to Casey Purper, who bangs it home. It was a 1-1 game after one. To the second, the Cats in control of the puck, and John Seamer turns towards the goal and fires and scores. Seamer is fired up, and he should be. NMU takes a 2-1 lead, and it would only get worse for Tech. Jamie Phillips, whoa! Loggins with the pick, he feeds Denver Pierce for the goal. The first career goal for Pierce, and the Cats lead it 3-1 after two, and the NMU student section was loving life. To the third, the Wildcats not done yet. Darren Nowick to Seamer, back to Nowick for the power play goal. Northern Michigan takes down Michigan Tech 4-1 the final. After the game, Wildcats head coach Walt Kyle talked about the win.
I thought tonight we took a big step from last weekend, and I thought that our quality of play was really good. Now, they're a really good team, and we got to reload tomorrow night in a building that's been difficult for us to play in.
They're a tough team. Since I've been here, they've been tough to play against. Hard on the puck always. So we knew we had to bring it tonight, and it was a good game. So we just got to look forward to tomorrow.
If we play like that, we might have a chance to win tomorrow. And what a better team to get it against than Tech.
Cats goalie Ati Tolvanen picked up his first career win in this one, stopping 20 MTU shots. It was a sellout at the Barrie Events Center tonight. Game 2 of the series is tomorrow night in Houghton with puck drop set for just after 7 p.m. To college volleyball, as the Lady Huskies were on the road against Tiffin, and they win it 3-1 behind 13 kills each from Lauren Emmer and Stephanie Dietrich. NMU went to 5 sets with Ohio Dominican, but they fall 3-2. Lisa Studnicka with 18 kills in that one. Ball to football, as Northern Michigan hosted Saginaw Valley. And thanks to 2 goals from Paula Hafner, the Wildcats shut out the Cardinals at home 2-0. Michigan Tech was at home as well, and they knock off Northwood 2-1. Madeline Faust and Lexi Herwig scored for the Wildcats. They might be able to update on the Red Wings.
Red Wings right now, a Detroit team winning. Wings up 2-1 right now. In Calgary against the Flames, Brendan Smith and Gustav Nyquist with the goals so far, so a couple minutes to go on that one. ALCS, Blue Jays and Royals tied at 3 in Kansas City in the Rainbow.
Alrighty. Well,
you ready for the postseason push, my man?
I think so.
We're here.
Might as well get it done.
Why don't you send us home for the night?
Thank you very much for joining us for Friday Night Frenzy. For JT, I'm Sam Ali. Have a good weekend. Jimmy Kimmel is next.